8-0, 7 KOs, 1 submission, no decisions. Is Tallison Teixera any good? Tallison Teixera is about 6'7", and he's an unrefined MMA fighter with 8 wins and no losses. His main asset is his clinch. His clinch sets up his KOs and his striking. Even if he shoots a single leg, it's not insistent on the takedown, but rather on getting to the clinch. You can see this in the Tafa fight, as he shoots and then immediately goes to over-unders. He wants to create space from the clinch, then strike on the break as they reset, and you can see this in his Contender Series fight or the Tafa fight respectively. Defensively, he does have holes, mostly due to the fact that he flounders under pressure and he's not great at throwing back like Ice Spice or escaping whilst facing the opponent, as you saw in that first fight he had. Moreover, he makes a common beginner mistake of dropping his hands every single shot he throws, but it works because he has hands of stone or atomic bombs or heavy human hands. So while he isn't really knocking guys out in the middle of the cage, he is more of a clinch fighter and is still refining and improving to this day. Hence why I called him an unrefined MMA fighter rather than a clinch heavy striker. And therefore we have seen him attempt to grapple a lot. However, we have not seen him on the ground in Dana White Contender Series or the UFC yet, and Derrick Lewis is not going to test that. And because of this, fighters such as Alexander Romanov or Jailton Almeida or even Tom Aspinall, if he somehow gets there, are interesting and compelling fights, especially with how shallow the heavyweight division is these days. And honestly, this fight with Derrick Lewis that's coming up, you can actually just call it a game of the puncher's chance. Now, it's very early in his career to actually be making a fighter breakdown or fighter profile of this guy, especially because we have very limited footage, and all the footage where he is in UFC level competition, aka Dana White Contender Series or the actual UFC, is about 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. So it's genuinely not enough to know all his flaws to the level that I explored Ankalaev. So like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Thanks for watching.